Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yeah, best out of him will count for so much. Inter Milan have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
We have already started here.
This game, of course, the last of the first round of fixtures. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal purring through the gears. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. He's going for goal! And here's Fagioli. Here comes the corner, and we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Jimenez. Oh, good spread. Messi. Keane. Can he spark a counter here? It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Opts for safety. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, that's a fine interception. Solomon. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Keane. Mikel Oyarzabal. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Oyarzabal. This looks promising. And he's straight offside. Pinches it off him. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the... Shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And now they can spring out of defence. Ball's gone out of play. Fagioli. Now Solomon. And it's Fagioli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fagioli. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Just eases him off the ball. Keane is herring after that one. Messi. Mikel Oyarzabal. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Caicedo was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
He has found the way through. That's the throw. Solomon proves just a little bit too strong. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That's Rose, but well dealt with. He's beaten the last man! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Keane. Fagioli. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's a sharp little ball here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Messi. And it's Caicedo. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Inter may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
So off we go once more.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
No, not quite.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Robertson gets a foot in here. Son Heung-min. It's run loose here. Keane. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now there's a fine ball. That's a corner kick. Hoisted in, he gets big! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Throw in. Fagioli. Solomon. Now it's Keane. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Threads one in. That's a throw. Oh, there's the shot! In for the pieces! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Just about up to the hour now. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Son Heung-min. What a goal! Has another go! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Keane. He's shifting through the gears here. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Fagioli is number 5 in the list of assists in the league this year. And they can counter here. Jimenez wins the duel this time. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I think they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Son Heung-min. Solomon. Robertson. And here's Oyarzabal. Great chance! It's in! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether You want to hold on or...
For the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Akanji
With the foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's got tall. And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
taken back almost at once. Stood up well to him there.
Mikel Oyarzabal being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
And it's Son Heung-min, leading by just one goal and still some defending to do.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence.
And he's decided to go for it. Now it's Keane. He's had it taken off him.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Fagioli, very much into the last knockings. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And he's being shifted off it. He's picked his way through. Look at the space here. And it's played in. Chance! Goal! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And he's had it nicked away.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's on his way! And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Inter can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
La partita finisce in parità. Un bel applauso a entrambe le squadre che oggi hanno dato il massimo.
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-lying defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
And that gets things running. We're into the second half of the season. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends.
Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been some goal.
Caicedo clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Oyarzabal is offering a right smile there. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of... And the finish! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato al 7° minuto numero 26.
Inter Milan gain their reward with an early goal. Jimenez with a definite foul there. Akanji with the clearance. And that's going up front in a hurry.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Played out to the right. Fagioli. Now it's Oyotha. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Messi plays it short. Goes for a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. Danger averted for now. Inter Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And that has been slung wide. Caicedo. And it's made its way to it. Great chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that has been cleared. Good effort from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Palmer deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Gently done. Oh, can he get onto this? Caicedo. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh no, what has happened here? Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Mikel Oyarzabal is currently top scorer in the league. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Not getting too much time. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
He is through here. He's found a way through. He's having a shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Son Heung-min. Well, that has not gone well. Caicedo couldn't quite force his way through this time, but...
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Pinches it off him.
There they go, hunting again.
And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Inter really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Inter Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the action is back on the way. Spread out to the left. Fagioli. He is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. He won't be happy with that one. He's tried one! Corner number 4 coming up here. Messi with the short one. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here, making stuff.
per l'Inter. Ha segnato al 52esimo, numero 6.
Three 0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's put paid to a promising move. Caicedo. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Messi. And Messi! No, he's missed it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
This looks promising. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nice control. And a shot! It's a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that really is so impressive.
Ha segnato al 62esimo minuto.
And yes, it's him again. Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Real chance! Off the post! Robertson getting this one clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Fagioli. Fagioli. Decent chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Good reason for optimism here. They've played it short. Palmer are looking to go forward now. And it's Fascioli. Fascioli, good purposeful running this. Can he finish? The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. Robertson. Palmer have the chance to go the other way. He's gone for goal! And he couldn't keep it down.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Receives it in a good position here. In he goes again! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Numero 17.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's having a go! Magnificent! A finish right from the top drawer! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Stood up well to him there. He's picked his shot at goal! He's got a goal! Palmer grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. He's got away. Fascioli. And he's managed to get rid. And he's there to retrieve it. That's the throw.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
He's in a great position here. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Dealt with nicely by the defence. They get a throw in. He's on it, can he get away? It'll be a throw-in. He is just caressing the ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you.
Potete rivolgervi agli appositi stand.